guys, welcome back to Poshana. This is Vishnu. I hope you guys are doing good. If you're new to my channel, in Poshana, I make DIY videos on traditional Indian decor, home decor and all kind of DIYs. And if you're new, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. In today's video, I'm gonna make this beautiful housewarming decor which is Kamadenuvu. I named it Kamadenuvu because I drew all the cows which are very auspicious for housewarming decor. So I actually hand painted all of these canvases, but if you feel like Vishnu it's too much work, you can always do a digital print of these. I have provided links in the description and you can attach them to the canvas and it would be easy. I love painting, so if you have seen all my videos, I just love painting, so that's why I did hand painted each one of these. So yeah, the beautiful backdrop is ready, so let's get into the project and see how to make this beautiful Kamadenuvu style housewarming decor. Let's get started! So the first step to make this beautiful Pichwai cow style Griha Pravesham backdrop is to build our frame. So to build our frame, I need my canvases. So if you have seen my previous videos, I made a frame style backdrop using canvases. So I'm actually going to reuse most of my canvases that I have used in that backdrop and create this frame. So last time when I made my backdrop, I think I did like 6 by 8 feet a backdrop, and somehow I felt like when people were standing in front of the backdrop, it was getting covered. I felt it was not wide enough. So this time I'm trying to make it 10 by 10 feet so that even if 4 or 5 people stand, the background still is visible in the pictures and it looks good when the picture is taken. So that's what I'm going to aim. So for that I will need a lot of canvases. So I got some extra canvases that are needed. So basically I'll need like total of 64 canvases based on my design creation that I put on paper. So 32 I'll be using without the canvas, where I'll be creating some floral hangings, and then 32 with the canvas, where I'll be creating the Pichwai cow style like design. So yeah, that's the first step. So if you're working with the canvases, we need like half with the canvas on and half without. So I'm gonna just remove like whichever ones I still need with the open frame, and then get started with the cow design on the canvas. Step 2 for this design is to print out some Pichwai cows. I just googled Pichwai cow in Google and then downloaded the image and then later traced it on a paper. So I just got like these cute little cow images. So what I'm gonna use a carbon paper and then my canvas here. So I'm gonna just trace it on the canvas. So the one is facing right and one is facing left. So I'm gonna do like 16 canvases facing left and 16 facing right, so that one side when I put the frame and the other side they are actually looking at each other. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this is the second step. After that we'll start painting the cows on the canvas.
So here is a tip. If you're planning to paint the canvases, then first I finished painting all the borders, like border colors yellow, and then now I'm painting orange. Then I'm adding like gold for the jewelry, and then I finished up with black color. I would say like you finish off one color at a time so that you don't need to wash your brush multiple times. So that would save time and it would be much easier, and definitely turn on your entertainment. It would be much faster. And finally, I added some pink dots, and all my cow paintings are completed.
Okay, so now we are done painting all the canvases. Next is to create the garlands for the open frames. So for that, I'm using some pearls here, because if we use flowers, it might be too many frames. We may not be able to cover. So that's why what I did, I got some pearls where I can make like a lot of garlands with flowers and bells. So I got some bells and I have flowers. So I'm going to make, because we almost need like 32 frames need to be covered, and even if I'm making like 3 to 4 garlands, it's like almost like 128. So it's a lot of garlands to make, right? So that's why I'm using pearls this time, and then some flowers and bells. So these bells are found on Amazon. I think these are super cheap, I felt, because I got like 90 bells for like $25. So these I'll be painting in gold color and then start creating those garlands. So now let's go make the garlands.
So I'm just making pearl and floral hangings here using thread and needle, and later tied them to the empty canvas frames. If you have seen my previous video for Krishna backdrop, so basically I use glue gun to attach these frames together, and then later once I'm done I can easily remove them and then reuse them for another project. So first I'm gonna make 4x4 frames here. Using glue gun I'm attaching all the canvases together.
So one of my 4x4 frames is ready. So now what I'm going to do is to cover these empty squares in the back side, I'm going to attach some cardstock paper. So I'm going to just slide it in from the back and use some painted tape to attach it to the frame. I'm not using glue gun for this, because whenever I want to remove the paper, I can easily remove the tape and then reuse the paper if I want to use it later. So that's why I'm not using glue gun. Instead, I'm using painted tape. So now I'm going to finish up all the frames, and let's start setting up. I'll catch you guys in some time.
And here I'm making a quick namam, where I'm using my TV to trace out the namam on a piece of paper, and then later I used that on top of a foam board and then traced it out, and using an Exacto knife I just cut it out, and then for the namam I painted it in red. This namam is super easy. You can literally make it in like less than 10 minutes. So all my frames are ready. So now I'm gonna put one on other, and then later tie them with zip ties, and then add a pole so that it has that balance, and then it has that support from the pole, so that when I hang it to the backdrop stand it will stay perfect. So I turn the frames around and then use some painter's tape and attach the top frame to the wall, and then later now I'm tying the corners of the two frames with fishing wire, and then later I actually use some pipes that I had at home. You can use any sticks or anything that can support these two frames, so that it's a little heavy, right? We have so many canvases in one frame, so it's heavy. So when we add that pole to that, and when we are hanging it to the backdrop, it will have a good support. So I am setting up my backdrop stand here. Later I attached the green backdrop that I used in my previous videos for making baby shower backdrop. And then later I'll use some zip ties to attach these frames onto the backdrop stand. Here I added some floral garlands that I had at home, and then later using some painted tape I attached the Govindanamam to the backdrop here. That's it, our project is done, and our beautiful Kamadenuvu style backdrop for housewarming is ready. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.